Good afternoon, everyone. It's Robert from On My Turntable. Hope you're having a great afternoon. It's Wednesday afternoon, nice and sunny, but cool. Uh, Went to work for the first time today in a week. Didn't last the whole day. It was hard. It was difficult, but I made an attempt, and every day is going to get a little stronger. So, wanted to continue my therapy and doing these videos and being part of the vinyl community and watching all you great guys to join a contest that's going on from Beth at Red Rum Records. If you don't know Beth's channel, go over there, subscribe, check out her channels, leave nice comments, like as well. But she's got a great contest around the 1969 era, Woodstock era, that type of thing. So I thought I'd join in, and what better way to do it? Of course, talking about Woodstock here. This is the remastered soundtrack, as well as the vinyl version of the soundtrack. Now the cover's a little beaten up, but the vinyl itself sounds good. This is on the Coalition label. And what a lineup. What a lineup. Where else could you have found 500,000 people? And despite the drug overdoses and the injuries, that type of thing that happened, it was a peaceful event because they were just there for the music. And that was remarkable. The cost of these bands back in that time were very minimal. They'd never survive these days with that cost. They ran out of food, so the whole surrounding area jumped in and provided food for everyone. So the local communities were in on it. It's just a wonderful, wonderful event. And we had a chance to discover so many great bands from that concert alone. So her first question is, show your favorite artist who performed at Woodstock. Well, that's a difficult task. I do have a favorite, but if you look at some of the artists that were in there, you had Canned Heat. You had the Jefferson Airplane. You had the Who. This was also a part of another question, so I'm just going to keep that aside. That's why I have this one out. But you also had Mr. Hendrix, Jimi Hendrix. Star Spangled Banner, of course. You had Paul Butterfield. I only have a CD of hers, but you have the great Janis Joplin. I've got to get more of her. You had Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. Like, it just goes on and on and on. You had Creedence. They weren't on this soundtrack. Don't know why, but they were there for sure. You have Santana. Amazing, remarkable introduction to Santana. And of course, Richie Havens. This I have to replace for sure. I've listened to this one. This is a remarkable album. He had a unique style of playing, but yeah. Again, this vinyl is pretty beaten up, so I'm going to find another copy of this if I could. This is on the Verve Forecast label. But yeah, he had Richie Havens. But getting back to the Beth's first question, I know that was a roundabout way to answer it, but my favorite artist that performed at Woodstock was 10 years after. Mr. Alvin Lee and Company. These guys, great British blues rock band. Alvin Lee, an amazing guitarist on his own. And if I'm not mistaken, and I've tried to find, this is a photo that Alvin took at Woodstock. And I'm almost 100% accurate on that one, I believe. If anyone found out differently, let me know. But I think this is from Woodstock. You can see his microphone. And yeah, 500 strong. So they're my favorite performing band. 10 years after, and Alvin Lee. Shush. Classic performance of 10 years after. A Space in Time. I'd Love to Change the World, a big hit off of that one. Mr. Alvin Lee on his own. Ride On. Cricklewood Green. And What? Great, great band 10 years after. So that was my favorite band that performed at Woodstock, amongst all those other ones, but 10 years after is right up there. Favorite album released in 1969. Well, I got two. And they both performed at Woodstock as well, to keep the theme going. You have Creedence Clearwater Revival, Billy and the Poor Boys, amazing album. You've got Down on the Corner, It Came Out of the Sky, love that song. Cotton Fields, Poor Boy Shuffle, Feelin' Blue, Fortunate Son, Don't Look Now, It Ain't You or Me, The Midnight Special, Side of the Road, and Effigy. It's an amazing rockin' album. And this epic album as well, Tommy, The Who, released in '69 as well. So two great albums. Again, both performed at Woodstock also. Favorite film of 1969. Well, my favorite film from 1969 was True Grit with Mr. John Wayne. Remarkable. I think he won an Oscar for that as well, if I'm not mistaken. Basically, there was a hired hand named Tom Clancy that murders a 14-year-old's father. Her name is Maddie Ross, or in this case, Kim Darby, plays Maddie Ross. So she seeks vengeance and hires a U.S. Marshal, Rooster Cogburn, who was played by John Wayne. And then there was also a Texas Ranger that they met up with called LaBeouf, which was actually Glenn Campbell. But what a story. What a great, wonderful movie it was. The Snake Pit scared the crap out of me. Way back, I would have been 9 years old at the time, going to the drive-in theater to watch it with my parents. Still to this day, it's a creepy scene. But what a wonderful... John Wayne was just the best. He was just the best. And finally, show something that is 69 or 1969 in it, being a movie, song, or band title or whatever. Well, this has nothing to do with Woodstock. I don't think he may have been born in '69, I'm not sure. But this is Mr. Bryan Adams and the song Summer of '69. This happens to be on red vinyl as well. But yeah, the summer of '69. Again, no reference to Woodstock whatsoever, or the year 1969 as far as being in that era, but great Canadian artist, international star, and summer of '69. So there you have it. There's my entry to Beth's contest, Red Rum Records. If you don't know Beth, I will be putting her link to her channel below. And please go and like and subscribe to her channel. Leave great comments, please. I love great comments. That's what gets me. I look for great comments. And yeah, thanks so much. It was a great idea, Beth. And good luck to everyone. Take care. Bye now.